Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, alle Hooper. First, of course, I want to thank all the organizers for this convention. It was pretty nice so far, and I enjoyed it very much. And then only a few words about last year and this coming year. This year will be very different from the last one. And so far that last year, I must admit, it didn't happen much on the website and on other progress, just mainly because of logistic reasons and time and money and so on. But this year we did a lot of rearrangements behind the scenes, so we expect a lot of progress. A few things that already happened. We've been doing some serious business actually on the convention. In fact, Moon did, by doing some recruiting, so to speak. She found someone who will finish the Norwegian translation. Lisa Campbell will do the final proofreading of the website. And she found two people who will work and who will do the Swedish translation of the website. Our two professional translators. Where are they? They agreed to do the translation of Swedish. And already a few weeks ago, we had been approached by someone from the Philippines, actually a 14-year-old boy who seemed very dedicated and pretty smart guy. We'll see how it works out. He has started already, but then we will see how it goes on. So that much about the translation. The next big thing that certainly will happen this year is the so-called European store. Formally, it will not actually be a separate store. We will order just as we do through the website, but we will be shipping and to some extent producing in Europe, shipping from Europe. And so that shipping costs, taxes and customs, all this will be cut down. The delivery time will be faster, of course, because when we ship from Germany or the Netherlands, it will be one of these occasions, or maybe sometimes this, sometimes that, depending on the destination. It will be much faster, of course, as well. A few days ago, we had the first product produced within Europe. It was another version of the tiny stickers, and sort of a little bit to celebrate the European branch. You may have seen these European official stickers, which were already on the table, on the store support table. They are the first product which isn't really in the official store yet, but which is to prepare to celebrate with the European thing. One more thing with the European store will be that we are in the process of opening a European bank account, so that it will be possible to pay by bank transfer. At least within Europe, I think that's an interesting option for many of you. Since so far it's only paper and credit card, of course. It turned out to be a really project because getting all the paperwork done, the official papers from the US, so that of course then can open up a bank account in Europe, and that was several $100 of fees. So, but that's all the little obstacles which take time and money. I'm certainly forgetting a few things, but you will remind me if you have some questions, I'm sure. Yeah, some of the developments that I expect to happen this year is finally doing some tagging on books, which will replace the categories which are tagging system where everyone can enter his own tags on one hand. On the other side, there will be some preset of tags which are given as a site. And another thing where there is significant progress behind the scenes is finally the mobile app. It turned out after a long delay that several teams were approaching us, doing it for several platforms, iPhone, Android, and even Windows Mobile. I think there will be some significant progress during the year. Probably, I hope, we will reach some kind of better testing stage later this year. But you'll read on it on the forums. We will certainly ask for some better testers when we are there, but that will be months, certainly. One thing I forgot about store and languages, we will reintroduce the release bags. And we will do this in several languages. We still have to figure out which languages are needed. So, for example, one question is, do you think, the Swedish of you, which are quite a few, is there a demand for release bags with Swedish printing on it? What do you think? Or the other languages? We will ask in the forum as well and check out the text on it. So, of course, the biggest part will be English text, and we will find out which are the countries where the weather is in a way that you so we maybe won't have translations in Italian or Spanish, I don't know. Yeah, that's the main things I can think of. Any questions from your end? Lots of? Okay.
Could I make a suggestion actually on the release bags? You know the little yellow sticker that has like 6 languages on it?
Yeah.
If I'm travelling in Europe, I find that really handy. I don't have to buy a specific one. There's Spanish, Italian, French, everything on it. Maybe a release bag with a number of languages that you don't have to go buy specific bags for specific countries. That there be a generic one that would do a number of countries, or maybe like a Scandinavian one or a central. Just, you know, rather than have to buy a Spanish or a Swedish or a. Yeah.
It might be interesting option, especially as I said, for a group of languages. Otherwise, it would be too crowded.
Yeah, with all of them, but maybe you do like 5 different sets. Because when people tend to travel, they might do like what they're doing here at the moment: Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark. So if you have them in one, wherever they go, they can use the one release bag.
That's an interesting idea. We will suggest it on the forum and see what the feedback is. Yeah.
Also, the multilingual language labels were nice, which had a sentence in several languages.
Yes. I'm not sure how well they're sold actually.
Okay.
But now that we are switching over to, or have switched over to the print on demand with most of the labels, that will make it easier again to introduce labels like this. That's right.
And just one thing, I don't know if it's just when I tried to set up a new crossing zone using the Safari and the iPhone, which may be fixed with the iPhone app, when you add the crossing zone, you end up having to go right back to the start again. Yeah. The crossing zone's not there, you can't just select it. Yeah. You have to go back out and start to release the book again. And when you go back in, the crossing zone is set up. Yeah. I don't know if that's just a Safari thing.
No, it's not. That happens from Bloom.
There's a shortcut. Click on next, and it will come up with an error, and then it'll be there.
Okay, so you see the error.
There's a shortcut with that one, yeah. So if that ever happens, click on next, and it'll come up with an error, and the zone will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not wrong, that's right.
Well, that's just the way I get around it.
I think it's actually an issue with the Safari browser in general, not only on the phone.
Okay.
Well, I use Internet Explorer, and sometimes it doesn't always. It's not always a problem, but that's a shortcut that I have found around it. Well, it means you don't have to go all the way back.
Yeah. But currently the website isn't really tailored for mobile devices, and then the menus, you can't really use the menus on the mobile because you need to hover over them, which you can't do on the screen, so that's pretty annoying. We were almost about to do some very basic turns out that the mobile app will take too long, then we might introduce this as a quick workaround for mobile phones. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
For listening.